what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
It doesn't even enter my consciousness.
My life is an opera. Look at the Oscars, look at the groupies, the movies, look at the
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
My life is an opera. Look at the Oscars, look at the groupies, the movies, look at the
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
My life is an opera. Look at the Oscars, look at the groupies, the movies, look at the
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
My life is an opera. Look at the Oscars, look at the groupies, the movies, look at the
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
My life is an opera. Look at the Oscars, look at the groupies, the movies, look at the
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the
I
cover
think
of a
God's
Wheaties
next
box.
test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Yeah, because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. My financial overflow. Yeah, miraculous tax brackets.
Check, mic check.
Lord, please test
How we
me
doing?
with
How we
wealth.
doing?
I
in the
promise I
building.
won't switch up.
See you, brother.
I'll still say thank you after every transaction.
And
You gave
with
me
that,
character,
ladies
now give
and
me
gentlemen,
commas.
we are live. What is going on? Happy Thursday, January 8th, 2026. I keep wanting to say 2025, but yeah, I'm adjusting. We are in 2026. Absolutely insane. Welcome back to the fourth Gaming Daily News live stream of the week. We are having a ton of fun here. Man, I am loving these live streams. It feels good to be back in the pocket. It's been a super productive week, super healthy week. Health is wealth. And I hope that you guys are taking your vitamins, taking care of yourselves, locked in, chasing after your dreams, chasing after your goals, and also having some fun, playing some video games and making the most out of each and every single day. There we go. We got it. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. I don't know how crazy it was on the Gaming Daily crypto gaming news side. There's some big headlines. But also we do have some wild news. Berna got scammed for another $1,000. I saw some Illuvium FUD that I want to talk about. Zcash dropped like 30%. There was a bunch of drama around Zcash, a bunch of Deserto news, RuneScape hitting all-time concurrent player counts. GTA 6, is it gonna get delayed? What is going on with GTA 6? We're gonna talk about that and so much more. But of course, we have to shout out the sponsor of today's video, the sponsor of today's stream, which is not pulling up. I got to get the sponsor up here. Hold up. We're doing it live. One of these days we are going to get on point. And there we go. Yield Guild Games, the official guild of Gaming Daily. YGG Play, the official publisher of Gaming Daily, and one of their flagship games, Lowland, just launched a brand new board today. The sweet Sugar Valley is here. Step into a world where sweetness meets strategy with sugar value. A brand new Lowland board bursting with color, candy, and high reward potential. Rainbow paths wind through sugary shores. Candies line every lane, and every roll feels like a trip deeper into a desert storm. Not a desert storm. Desert storm. From candy-filled bridges to bonus spins and multipliers, every corner of Sugar Valley is packed with delightful surprises. Land right, trigger the bonuses, and watch the rewards stack as the valley lights up with sweet, sweet wins. Keep an eye out for this, ladies and gentlemen. We may have a giveaway coming soon on the Gaming Daily website, which should be going live very, very soon. We are trying to get it live next week. And if so, we may be giving away one of these boards. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you want? Do you want a lowland board, or do you just want like straight up cash money with YGG tokens? Either which way, shout out to the sponsors that make this show possible: Yield Guild Games, Soulforge Fusion, B3, AI Rev, and of course Sequence. And a special shout out to today's featured sponsor, Yield Guild Games. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we just get right into it. Let's check in on the website. We got Gaming Daily looking better every single day. The ultimate gaming command center. I feel like I got to work on that tagline a little bit. I feel like that could be, we can improve that a little bit. But we got a bunch of good stuff coming on the website. Today's news terminal, which some of these things that we're going to be talking about. One thing that we're not talking about, but I saw this and I do want to kind of maybe off this show do a deeper dive. Warped Games finalized 761 million warped tokens to burn following their migration. So one, I didn't know that they were migrating. So that's interesting. Two, that is a lot of tokens. I always never like when they say like how many tokens it is, like what percentage of the supply is this? Put it into context for me. Shout out to RavenQuest. I always appreciate when they're like, we burned 13% of the supply. It's like, that's a lot of supply. Play Solana and Jupiter partner for Jupiter Track gaming program with $10,000 USDC prize pool. We actually might have to click into that because I don't think that's on our list for today. The New Game Plus Showcase 2026 is live. I think they're still live right now. Shout out to Jake Lucky and his new initiative with the New Game Plus Showcase. I'm super curious to see how that goes. Beast Games Season 2 City exclusive look. Shout out to Beast Games. Mott's Mark of the Zeal Guild from Cairo opened enlistment for their Moku Grand Arena Club. Ave Forge. I'm not sure if that's how you say that. I think maybe. They had a gameplay reveal live stream. Shout out to them. FIFA Rivals had some stuff happen. We had the Zcash news up there. We had Moku Grand Arena with a $50,000 12-week creator rewards program. What is going on there? Boomland is shutting down. We have our first game shutdown of the year. Say it ain't so, but it is so. It only took 8 days. Guys. And a bunch of other like awesome news. Logan Paul, GTA 6, Lowland, Fishing Frenzy, Football.fun. We got some news from them. Maple Story, we got some news. Kieran from Alluvium. We're going to be taking a look at so much of this and more. If we take a look at the Gaming Daily calendar, what happened today? What is on the calendar? We had the Maple Story Universe new land update. We had FIFA Rivals. We had Raven Quest. And at the bottom here, we had the new game show showcase going live at 4 p.m. That is local time to EST. If you were on the calendar, that would be localized to you. We got some other events being filled in throughout the rest of the month. On the event side, I think it's a lot of what we looked at yesterday. Soulforge Fusion has their championship series going. Prime League Open number 8 is this weekend. Verse 8 is still running their game jam with Cross. Yield Guild Games has some stuff going on with Joy Genesis, Raven Quest, Pudgy Vibes, Wildcard daily tournaments. I'm actually working to get the exact Wildcard daily tournament schedule up on the calendar to give you guys all of that information. Big shout out to Luke and the Wildcard fam who was on the show yesterday. We had a great conversation with Luke all about the daily tournaments, how they work, why they're doing them. Some alpha leaked for what's coming next in the year. And Katie Drake Bettner, co-founder of Wildcard, dropped by the stream at the end. She was in the chat showing love. That was super, super cool. Fishing Frenzy has a triple threat event going on with $8,000 in rewards. Let's click into this actually. I mean, I think we're going to be looking at this on stream today. So I think this is news that we will review, but 3 weeks, $8,000 in prizes, catch, cook, climb the ranks. Dude, it might be time for me to jump into Fishing Frenzy, man. I grew up playing RuneScape and fishing was like my jam. Dude, I was fishing all day, cooking up the lobsters and selling those lobster certificates in the marketplace, dude. That was my childhood. Play Solana has their gaming hackathon with Jupiter for $10,000. That's super cool. Legend of Ymir, and of course, Iris Blessing. Why is it like so hard to say that? Irish. I want to say Irish. That's why. Okay, moving on. Let's look at our first news story here. Logan Paul puts record-breaking Pokemon card he bought for $5.275 million up for auction. I feel like this has been a story that has been going on for the past few days now. I think I saw him on like CNN. I know that Crypto Gorilla was covering this. There was something about like it was valued at like $15 million or something like that. But then there was a bunch of drama with his like fractionalized marketplace platform. I forget the name of it, but basically I think they like rugged their holders. Allegedly, don't quote me on that. There's something happening with that. We got the Jerry Foundation in the chat. Big shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, coming in at 6 feet, 7 inches, 220 pounds of lean muscle. Jerry Singer. Dude, did you just change your @ on Twitter, or has it been Jerry Singer for a while? I feel like it was TGI Fresco, but I could be wrong. Listen, I was talking to Chris Heatherly the other day about Logan Paul. I just don't like the way that he handled the CryptoZoo situation. And I just don't really, I'm just not buying anything that Logan Paul is selling. I'm just really not. And I was kind of a fan. Back in the day. I did like how he rebranded and came back after the whole Japan thing and had Impulsive. I thought the Impulsive podcast was really, really good for a small window of time on the internet. But I'm cool off Logan Paul. I just feel like I feel like the Paul family, they're just trying to like max extract on everything, you know? Like, I feel like they're just here to make as much money as possible. But, you know, you also got to give the man credit. He did make Pokemon and card collecting really, he helped make it really popular again. He helped bring it back into the mainstream conversation and really shined a big light on the space. So I did really enjoy that when he was buying like the unopened boxes and things like that. So it is cool. It's cool. I guess the question is $5.2 million is up for auction. What do you think it sells for? I think there's poly markets out there right now. We should probably like pull one up or forecast and see what the market is. You know what? Let me maybe do that on the side here. Because that would be kind of interesting. We'll pull up some other news. Poly market, Logan Paul, Pikachu. Is this even a thing? Pikachu. Started to spell Pikachu wrong for a second. Real-time odds. Okay, interesting. We got Logan Paul's Pikachu Illustrator sale. We've got $3.2 million in volume. And it's going to go, okay, 98% over 4 million. Yes. Okay, 50% over 10 million. These are interesting odds. These are super interesting markets that they've got. Over 10 million is 50%, and over 16 million is 50%. Feels like there's some arbitrage there. But wait, you can buy it for 94 and wait, what the heck is happening? Did it sell? I'm a little confused. This poly market is a little confusing. All right, we're going to keep it moving, guys, but we will do some due diligence and some further research and try to bring you an update on that story when we can. Our next story, GTA 6 is delayed. Maybe. We're not sure. Rumors for right now. GTA 6 insider fears another delay may be coming and claims that Rockstar is still working on missions. Interesting. First of all, who is this GTA 6 insider, right? Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier, who's very notable, is fearing another GTA 6 delay, with Rockstar Games reportedly still working on missions. Listen, we already know that it was officially unveiled back in December 2023 with a 2025 release date. Then it got pushed back to May 26, 2026. And most recently, it got pushed to November 19th, 2026, which a lot of people were predicting is exactly what would happen. That's kind of their MO for announcing games and then delaying them once and twice. But then typically the second date is the actual real date. But according to his intel, having spoken with developers close to the project, GTA 6 still isn't content complete, meaning missions are being worked on and new features may still be added. But you know what? Like, that's like the final sauce, the final dressing on, you know, the foundation, on the base, on the cake, the triple layered cake. If all the game development and logic and feature sets are like complete, I mean, a few missions and storylines here and there, you know, maybe this is just like someone leaked this to start the conversation. I think that GTA 6 is coming out November 19th, 2026. That is my bet. That is my prediction. What is the poly market odds on that? We should maybe try and take a look on that. Is there anything there has to be a poly market GTA 6 release date. Is there a poly market for everything? Let's see. I've got one from November. Let me look this up. What do you guys think? Do you think GTA 6 will get postponed again? 49% chance with only $25,000 in volume. This just jumped from 28, so almost doubled from around 28% to 50%. So nice little profit if someone was speculating on that market. And that's the thing. That's the cool thing with prediction markets. You can speculate the trend and then take profits if you see profits. Moving on to the next story, ladies and gentlemen, RuneScape. My childhood classic. Old school RuneScape, the best RuneScape, has hit a new record of 240,000 concurrent players in 2025. The game was originally released 25 years ago and still going strong. You got Autism Capital in the comments. There are still fleeting moments of beauty in the world. Yo, shout out to Autism Capital, one of the GOATs, been doing it nonstop since the beginning. Jerry is telling me to wait. Should I go to the driving range or go for a run? Why not both, brother? Why don't you go for a small little run around the block, you know, real quick, and then go to the driving range? Just do a quick little lap, get that heart rate up. I like it. We got Terrace from Dream Test Labs in the building. My guy, my brother. How you doing? How do we feel about RuneScape hitting all-time high concurrent players? You love to see it, man. I love this game. Although, you know, I think I tried to log in not too long ago. I wish I still had my account. Oh my God. If I still had my account from being a kid, brother, I would be so happy. How do you get, is there any way to like put in a claim? The problem is I don't remember my handle, my username. I don't remember the email. RuneScape is no WoW. Yeah, shout out to the WoW boys, you know. Gaming is so alive, especially with the gaming strategist. Jorge, I love you. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. RuneScape hitting new record of all-time high players concurrently. It's a beautiful thing. And it just goes to show. All right, here's the take from this news. It just goes to show the power and strength of an incredible game, of a great game, and the classics, man. You just can't beat the classics. But you know, it also goes to show the opportunity in fresh IP, innovative IP. To say that this can't be done in 2025, like I think Arc Raiders is an example of a game that will exist 20 years from now. Sounds kind of crazy to say. I mean, like, you know, Fortnite would be the closest comp, and Fortnite's only been here for 10 years. So to say a game's going to be here in 20 years, but like, listen, the world is hungry for fresh, unique experiences and new IPs. Of course, we love the classics, but there's always opportunity. And that is why Jake Lucky's new showcase, new game plus showcase is so important, man. Shout out to Jake Lucky. Shout out to New Game Plus. They are live right now. Let me give this a little refresh because I think they're dropping live updates while we speak. Big shout out to Shoud. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. 45 seconds ago, Unawake is an all new hack and slash roguelike featuring a central, oh, hold on, let me position that better. A central skill and stat tree similar to Path of Exile, but more approachable, itemization, character customization, and classes designed to be moddable, early access in late 2026. Very, very cool. There's a whole bunch of new games, indie games that you've never heard of being showcased on the New Game Plus showcase. They're live right now on YouTube. If I go here, give this a little bit of a refresh, go to our website view there. When I started my stream, they were still live. The boys are live. Look at Jake Lucky over there, looking good. There's the production behind this is like really legit, really solid. They got a bunch of people on. Is that Luke Stevens? Oh damn, they got Luke Stevens. I'm a big Luke Stevens fan. Big fan of Luke Stevens. Guys, don't get mad at me. I don't know who this girl is. Am I supposed to? My girlfriend would be happy that I don't know who she is. But Jake Lucky doing their thing. 6,000 people watching this new game showcase right now. The chats, the comments are going crazy. And listen, this is what we love to see, man. New games. Oh, gaming is alive and well, man. It just makes me happy, dude. If you're not following New Game Showcase, definitely go give them a follow, guys. Brand new money, brand new Twitter, brand new. There's an old Lil Wayne song. It's like brand new. Also, the branding is fire. So big shout out to Jake Lucky. Congratulations, brother. And let's see. Ooh, guys, I've been busy. The girlfriend was working until 10 o'clock last night. She had to close. So we did not get a chance to start the new Beast games. I have not seen anything. They've got this whole strong versus smart gimmick or like challenge. I guess it's like 2 teams or 2 categories, the strong versus the smart. Maybe that's going to be styles of skill-based like competitions and games. Very cool. Very, very cool. Look at that city. Oh, look at the city, dude. Look at all that money. 5 million. Okay, so they went back to 5 million, which is very interesting. Also, when they say like they built a city, like, does this look like a city or does this look like a playground or like a theme park? Yes, of course it needs, they've got the pods where people are sleeping and bathrooms and all that stuff. But like, he keeps saying that we built the city, and I guess you can call it a city. I don't know. Hot take, man. This ain't a city, man. This is a theme park. Very, very cool though. I am very excited to go watch the Beast Games Season 2. GM Apex in the building. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Thank you for stopping by. Let's move on to the crypto gaming news. And we got to start with the first game shutdown of 2026. It only took 8 days, Apex. It only took 8 days. It actually happened. Actually, before we talk about this, can we just show some love to Apex? Apex starting the year off strong with the rebrand. Juiced Gaming News is now W3 Gamer, standing for We Gamer, which I actually love. I think that's really cool. So W3 Gamer, make sure to follow the page. One of the best sources for gaming news, guides, gameplay, and more. One of the best hubs for crypto gaming that we have, putting out fire content. The boys are crushing it, and you love to see it. I got to finally meet Apex at YGG Play Summit in Manila. The lad is a Chad, super smart, super kind, super hardworking, super locked in. I'm super bullish on Apex. Really great guy. One of us. So check out W3G, W3 Gamer, We Gamer. You can follow their YouTube. You can check out the website. The website is fantastic. Let's go to our website view just to give you a sneak peek. Love the branding. Love the red. Love the black. Love the white. Super clean. Great articles. I mean, they probably got, better coverage on the Boomland shutdown than what I'm going to give you right here. So, let's just use their article. They're ceasing operations immediately due to exhausted funding options. Hunters on Chain, which is like another game from Boomland, I guess. Their servers will remain active for 12 months until January 2027, and the Boom token and assets will stay functional within the game during this period. They shared the tough news through a post. Ooh, look at that red. That's fancy. Look at you guys. They shared a post earlier today on X, the end of their push into Web3 gaming. The team laid out how they fought hard to keep things going, chasing every lead before accepting reality. This moment capped a run that started with high hopes back in 2022. Great coverage. Short, succinct, sweet. I refuse to accept responsibility for that one. What happened, Manic? Shout out to Pixie in the chat. Terrace, I didn't have time to find you this time. Appreciate all you guys showing up and showing some love in the chat. Let's go to the original source of the Boomland news directly from the horse's mouth. This is a very difficult message for us to share. After exhausting every possible option, they've made the decision to close Boomland. They truly did everything they could to keep the project alive, and we stayed in the fight for as long as it was realistically possible. Unfortunately, we are no longer able to continue operating the project. Very, very sad. They want to sincerely thank their community, players, partners, and early supporters. Your belief, time, passion, and patience meant more to us than we can properly express. I do always appreciate when so many of these shutdown messages, I actually expect them to use ChatGPT. And I don't know if I've ever read any of them that I'm like, bro, you use ChatGPT for this. It feels honest. It feels heartfelt. It feels sincere. It feels genuine. Game shutdowns, we all know it's a part of it. We saw so many. Actually, I think we counted on Gaming Daily over 60 shutdowns last year. Apex, if you're here, I'd be curious to double cross-reference what you guys had for numbers. I didn't realize it was that many. That's insane. It's just the nature of the beast. Always sad. Guys, these are people that no longer have jobs, people that have worked for years towards a vision. and believed, and, you know, in many cases are genuine, earnest, honest, hardworking people. And it's always sad when this stuff happens, even though, you know, it can be expected and whatnot. Terrace says he still has boom bags with tokens. Never did learn how to cash those in. Can't say it was unexpected. A lot of the games are shutting down and they've been running a long time without enough traction. That's really the problem right now. Like, who is getting traction? Like, who's getting traction? It's tough. It's tough. Moving on. Berna has been scammed again. Scam me once, shame on you. Scam me twice. Well, if you get scammed, you can't get scammed. You know, you can't get scammed again, right? Right, George? Right, George? Right, George W? Berna hit the timeline today. Actually, I had a call. Off the Grid is crushing it. You are right, Jorge. Off the Grid is finding real traction. That's why we talk about them all the time. And you love to see it. You love to see it. Somebody's got to do it. But Berna, I actually had a call with him this afternoon. Had a great call. Really like him. He's got fire and passion and vision. And he's working really hard. And he's got big goals. And I'm rooting for him. But apparently, he took a content deal with Kronos World, and their, I don't know, collab manager or whoever was kind of running it. It was supposed to be about $1,000 in Cypher tokens or Sphere tokens. What Kronos World, Sphere, whatever their token is. But unfortunately, there was some miscommunications, which both sides acknowledged that it wasn't $1,000 in the token. It was $1,000 in the token priced at 2 cents. And so it was going to be a fixed amount of tokens, and whatever happens with the price of those tokens, by the time that you get them, you know, that is what it is. And apparently by the time that he got the tokens, they were worth $28. So my man took a content deal to make 4 posts in which he thought was valued at $250 each, thinking he was going to do this for $1,000, only to receive $28, which is painful, which is why a lot of people don't take token deals or are very weary of this. My man is posting screenshots. He had a conversation with Fan, who acknowledged his frustration and kind of just explained the situation, saying that, like, hey, listen, man, you know, definitely some miscommunications, but this is what we had on our end, and on our side, it's pretty clear how we see it. He does say, like, I'm sorry, and I hope that we can make it up to you in the future, but kind of my hands are tied situation. Sometimes when this stuff happens, it's like, listen, creators should get paid what they deserve, what they're owed, what they're valued at. I spoke with Berna and I was like, listen, man, I typically don't take token deals for this reason, because I never expect the value to be what they're advertising. And it's like, it's also just not a great spot to be in when you're taking a token deal. Because, like, you're going to promote the project, you're going to promote the token launch, but then sell the token when you get it. I did that once or twice in the past, and I was like, this doesn't feel good. I don't like this. Like, nah. You know, so typically, if the project has a budget and can pay you, it's just better to do that. Cash up front. Cash is king. And then if you want to take a little bit in token, you know, people will take 50-50 sometimes, or 80-20, but you got to secure your bag first and foremost. That way you don't end up in situations like this. It's a little salacious to be saying, like, I got scammed again. And, you know, he's definitely leaning into the clickbaity drama of this. I think he would even acknowledge that, which is, like, not a good look for, you know, any of us. I like Fan. I like Kronos World. I wasn't really sure why they were launching their token. I kind of talked about it either on Gaming Daily or one of the live streams, but another day in crypto gaming. Am I right or am I right? Apex says it's been a few hundred of games that have shut down. Icy, I went over TG chat since 2021 of low profile games that just don't exist anymore. Crazy. Yeah, no, but like what do you think was the number solely in 2025, right? I was surprised to count 60. I thought like maybe 30, 35, 40, but over 60. I was like, damn. Let's see. Play to earn is trash, and game companies are proving it over and over. Definitely, they should have been expected from day one, but the general public treats it like it's new. Price services at the price you want, minimum in cash, and risk-based bonus for the rest. Absolutely, Terrace. Absolutely. Okay, we wish Burna well. We wish Kronos World well. It's also never great to see like dirty laundry spill onto the timeline. Yeah. You know, ideally these things can be handled. It's good to call projects out. Don't get me wrong. I do think that we need to be honest and hold people accountable, but at the same time, there are certain ways to go about it. And that's what I'll say about that. Next story, football.fun launches prediction markets. What? We're running a prediction week. Predict exact scores and win rewards. You can climb the leaderboard and try to take a piece of the 250,000 TP up for grabs. It's been 2 days. I still don't know what TP stands for. Do we know what TP stands for? I don't play football.fun. How does it work? You can log in with your ex, predict the exact scores before the kickoff, lock in your picks, earn points, climb the leaderboard, win rewards. They've got a prediction market or like website at sdfsport.fun, predict.fun. Very, very cool. I haven't taken a look at it yet. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. What does the platform look like? Can we get an access to it? According to Beavis, it's TP 8 picks. So that's cool. That's cool. You can jump in and predict the scores of games. I like it. Sport.fun. I mean, I'm here for it. Pack openings, speculate on players, speculate on the games and the scores. It makes a lot of sense. I'm not mad at it. I definitely was wagering on Formula One this past season for an event that I feel like I have an edge on, or like there's, I feel like there's good odds, or, the outcome is pretty obvious. Like, I think I bet on Anthony Joshua beating Jake Paul. I think I bet on that on Forecast. Not much because I didn't have a lot of funds there, but I think I made I thought that was like a free 10, 15%. It was like, yeah, no way does Jake win this. This is free money. Thank you for the 10%. Moving on, Fishing Frenzy. Our boys over in the Fishing Frenzy. Shout out to Derek Lau. Shout out to Uncharted. They got their triple threat special event, 3 weeks, $8,000 in prizes. Catch, cook, climb the ranks. We talked about this at the top of the show. Very, very cool. Listen, $8,000 is nothing to sneeze at. Be curious to see how that's going to break down. Looks like they got a whole wiki page there for you. You got Gaming Grid, you got Milka, Calendar GG, shout out to Calendar. You got a whole bunch of people in the comments. Looks like there's real motion behind this one. So if that's your thing, man, Fishing Frenzy, go check that one out. The top 50 will win Fish Weekly, and the top 10 overall will earn exclusive Karma Pass pets. And you can play all 3 weeks for a chance to win a Founders Pass. I think I minted one of those babies. What's the Founder Pass price up to? I'll have to double check. Shout out to NSA. What do you say, NSA? Thank you for Take Profit. Oh, maybe. Take Profit points? That'd be weird, though, for sport.fun. What do you say, NSA? Appreciate you guys coming through, tuning into the stream. Let me know what you think, how you're liking the daily live stream. We're doing this Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. EST. We're trying to keep it down to about an hour, and we might end early today. I don't know. We only have a few more stories left. I've been really enjoying reviewing the news and talking about it. And we've been having we had our first guest on yesterday, and we will have more guests on, which is going to be really fun. Apex, Terrace, I'd love to have you guys on at some point. Anybody else in the chat, you got something to say? We can definitely bring you guys up as well. That'd be cool. Get a little bit of your reaction to the news and talk about it. And next, we got to talk about Moku putting up $50,000 in rewards for creators. Why did I say that weird? Creators posting content about Grand Arena. How about streamers talking about Grand Arena? Hantout, does this count? Listen, let me get in on some of that, you know? Times are tough out here. That's awesome, man. 12-week creator rewards program from January 12th to April 6th. Anyone can participate, and they're judging the content, not your following. Ooh, that is a Hantou banger. Hantou is like, I don't care about your following. Show me the content. Hantou is one of the best to ever do it. Hope that he is in good health. This is awesome. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. Go check that out. January 12th for 3 months, $50,000. Next up, we got Mark of the Zeals talking about Moku. Listen, as soon as Cairo saw that money, he was like, okay, we are opening up enlistment, and you can secure your military identification and prove your allegiance to the cause. You can enlist in Mark of the Zeal. Shout out to Mark of the Zeal, Mots, as someone like to say. It is an elite crypto gaming guild. If you didn't know, now you know. They do a lot of stuff with Ronin. They've got a big treasury. They've been farming Axiland for years. Cairo, I mean, to go from one goat to another, Cairo is one of my favorite human beings. And this is really cool. Like, I don't know if they vibe coded this or what, but I love the branding. I love the concept. It's not just like, hey, join our guild. It's like, nah, enlist in our like faction, basically. Military enlistment certificate. And you can claim one of these things. And I mean, if we go here and take a look at this thing, this certifies that Cairo has officially been enlisted into the ranks of Mark of the Zeal Armed Forces as, I clicked the wrong thing. Technical difficulties. Wait. Let me fix it. I broke it. We'll do it live. As a soldier in the Great War, you are hereby authorized to defend the realm and uphold the honor of our brotherhood. It's just cool, man. Cool. Like, it's fun. It's gaming. It's like, it's what it's supposed to be. Like, well done. Well done, Cairo. Well done, Mots. Well done, Mark of the Zeal. Doing even bigger and better stuff for Moku. This is all about Moku. So it's their Moku Guild or Moku Club. And I think that they're going to be doing more cool stuff. So GG's. Just things that you love to see, man. Things that you love to see. Next up, we got to take a look at MapleStory Universe. Their Age of 5 continues. I'm assuming that's a 5. Is it a V? I have no idea. But we got our first look at their Pudgy Penguins collab, their new maps, their new island, their new land. This did drop today. It's their first release, and it's available. Shout out to people that were live streaming. You love to see that. You love to see content. You love to see MapleStory pushing hard, bringing exciting things to the gaming space. I'm not a MapleStory player, so this isn't for me, but you can jump in and check it out. I want to know, is the MapleStory or is the Pudgy Penguins map, is that live? Because we were looking at that yesterday or the day before, and it looked amazing. Events map, hidden surprise. Yeah, so it does look like it's out. That's the gameplay that I want to see. I mean, this is the preview that we took a look at the other day. Looks so good. What was the music? Banger. I actually want to play this. I would play as Pudgy Penguins. I like the graphics on this. I think my issue was like Maple Story Graphics didn't really do it for me. But dude, the Pudgy map, bruh, say less. All right, we've already done that. Okay, we're getting to the end here. Kieran, good old Illuvium, back with a narrative, making people believe, creating that bullish sentiment. I'm playing around. I like Kieran. I like Illuvium. I like TSG. I rock with them. I want them to succeed. I want them to do well. But we also have some Illuvium FUD that we are going to analyze and take a look at right after this. So stay tuned for that. But Kieran is pumped for Illuvium. Oh my gosh, I can't talk, man. I'm doing too much talking out here. Kieran is pumped for Illuvium Beyond in 2026. He says they're kicking off things with Wave 5, the final wave of Set 1, and introducing a burn mechanic that will help old and new collectors immensely. If you guys don't know, Illuvium Beyond is kind of like their version of like TCG collecting. So they basically sell card packs, and you can open up the pack and, you have a chance of getting a super rare alluvial and accessories and things like that. I've participated in a few of their Beyond events, but to be honest, bro, like I spent like $250 on like one of these packs, and I don't think I got anywhere near the value of that. So I wasn't stoked on it. And then like, they just keep like the inflation of these packs, or like the amount of these things that are out there, it's kind of a lot. And I don't see, I would just be cautious with my money is what I would say. But I do think that some of them are reasonably priced. I do think that I bought one of like the super rare exclusive ones. I think like their normal packs are like 10, 15, maybe $25, which $25 would be a lot. But it might be like a $10 one as well, which is way more reasonable. They're talking about finally Set 2 will launch. I don't know if like they have that motion that like it doesn't feel like there's motion behind these card pack drops. Cause they did a lot of them. We made it all the way to Wave 5. And like, I don't know, from the outside looking in, I couldn't really tell the difference. Maybe for, the super, listen, I'm happy to have Kieran on. We can chat with him. We can learn a little bit more. He says that his focus at the end of this post, heavily shifted to the MMO, and he hadn't put enough time into Beyond over the holidays. He started thinking about how he can make this highly successful product even bigger. And he thinks in 2026, it's the year that they do it. How we feeling about Illuvium? Sentiment score 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. 10 being super high. We love it. 1 being, I don't know. Let's take a look at this FUD, man. Let's take a look at this FUD. Shout out to Jaganite. I saw this post yesterday. He says it's time for him to speak up about the state of Illuvium and his outlook on the project. He's been a supporter of Web3 gaming and specifically Illuvium for the past 4 years. He served on the council for 2 years before resigning. So this is someone with inside knowledge. I chose to spend more time with my kids rather than continue wasting time on a council that I believe cannot save this project. Boom, boom, boom. From the moment I joined the Discord, I saw both the potential and the cracks in Illuvium. The project was built largely on hype, and it was one of the most charismatic leaders in Web3, or it has one of the most. And the community became a very strong cult following. The cult was so strong, it even led to spin-offs like ETH Lizards and Polemos, both of which eventually ran out of money. Great graphics, coupled with hype and a charismatic cult leader, was a perfect recipe to raise $60 million. They also sold $70 million worth of land and $10 million in PFPs. Despite all of this, they lack the talent and true vision to produce a product market fit. Damn. Guy's dropping freaking bangers. Or like not bangers, like freaking, he is not holding back. Arena is a flop. It had a $250,000 prize pool and today has around 20 active players, including bots. The MMO, in my opinion, exists mainly to keep the dream alive, to keep investors hopeful and attract more capital, but the narrative did not work. The most recent PFP sale was underwhelming, further signaling that the music is fading. There's only about $2 million staked for shards, in which half was the founders. So what now? They still have $5 million in stables and millions in ILV that can be sold into the open market. Their latest Hail Mary is copying Cambria's risk to earn, which is gambling. Not really gambling, but you know, the risk to earn model is all the rage. It's so hot right now. I hope they launch within Q1 so I can liquidate my alluvials into stables. I do not believe this gambling game will generate meaningful, sustainable revenue, and at best, some short-lived hype before chasing the next meta. I will continue to watch the project from afar as the ship sails into the dark. The runway is a ticking clock. That's my biggest concern with Illuvium. And I remember watching Sam Withers over the summer on like their show with TSG and Scoriox. And he said exactly this. He's like, we're running out of money and I don't see how that changes anytime soon. So I'm very concerned about Illuvium. And to hear him say that, I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Who's going to keep paying the bills to keep the lights on? Is there any sane VC who will give them more money when they can fund the next Expedition 33? Will you give them more money? 2,700 views, not a lot of engagement here. I think this deserves more engagement than it's getting. I would love to see a response from Scoriox or Kieran. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really tough because Illuvium is one of the biggest games and IPs in the space. And I don't think we've seen a game shut down. I mean, Dead Drop, Pirate Nation. I guess those are pretty big. Shrapnel, although Shrapnel's still alive. Shrapnel might be more alive than Illuvium. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. Web3 gaming in 2027 and 2028 is going to look very different than 2025. That's going to do it for the crypto gaming news. Our last story that is related, Ronin, shout out to Ronin. They merged their Katana. What was that? Wasn't that their DEX? Or was it a wallet? Katana and Ronin Wallet are now being merged. Ronin Wallet is now the place to swap tokens on Ronin. Okay, yeah, so it was their Katana marketplace and DEX. That is now within the Ronin Wallet. That's awesome. That's great. Congratulations. There's no more 0.5% swap fee in the web wallet. Access to the fastest cross-chain swap routes available on mobile, browser, and web. There's a whole thread on that. Big shout out to Ronin. You do love to see the infrastructure improvements, the technological advancements on their side. And on the culture side of things, you guys might have seen this a little bit. I did want to check in on this. Zcash. Listen, privacy was everything, and Zcash was like the darling of the space. It's facing a bunch of FUD today. And I think it, from what I can tell, it seems like unwarranted FUD because it seems like the developers left the like governance board because they couldn't get access to the funds or something like that. But like, and then it was, yeah, there's all this drama thing that they were constructively discharged, but it seems like they're still building And the team is the same. Wasn't super clear to me, but I think the token dropped like 30%, which is a big drop. So many people were super bullish on Zcash and excited about the privacy narrative. I did see a really funny video from Gabriel Haynes. We might just have to react to this because Gabriel is just the funniest dude. He is just the funniest. Here, I've got it right here. Let me pull this up. Dude, Gabriel is the best, dude.
Quit!
Hold on.
The Zcash devs did not quit! That ain't it, Chief! The builders are still here, building privacy. They left a governance that froze all their goddamn money. When the builders cannot access funds, decentralization turns into paralysis.
True.
This
Facts.
is not a tech failure. This is an incentive failure.
Mm.
The Zcash
Talk
devs
about it, Gabriel. Dude, Gabriel is one of my favorite creators. He's from the old guard of crypto Twitter, the old guard, the Kobe's, the Ansems, the Trader Mains, the Inverse Bras, one of the ones still freaking the Gainsies, doing it right, man, doing it big. Big shout out to Gabriel. Doesn't follow me. I've been trying to get that Gabriel Haynes follow for a minute. I got to go to like Karate Combat or something. Although Karate Combat rugged him. So what are we even doing here? What are we even doing? Big shout out to Thread Guy. He is live. Oh, that's not going to work. Thread Guy is live talking about the Zcash situation.
Yeah,
that's still not going to work. I don't know what I'm doing. Kobe had a really good tweet about, the market cycle is, you're at the end of the market cycle when Zcash pumps. And then he tweeted that that's a tweet from 2020 or something like that. That's an old crypto cycle, it's not a rule, but it's kind of like a thing. I forget the word. And he reposted it 6 months before Zcash pumped. And then Zcash pumped, and then 1010 happened. And, it was the biggest liquidation event ever. Dude, Kobe is undefeated. Kobe is he's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. So I don't know how to feel about the Zcash stuff right now. It feels like the narrative's, gonna continue to go in cycles and in waves. Probably they're going to be quiet for a long time until we're in the next cycle, and then they're going to pump again major, and that'll be the sign to get out. Speaking of getting out, guys, today's show is brought to you by YGG, Yield Guild Games, the official guild of Gaming Daily, the publisher of Gaming Daily, because they publish incredible games like Lowland, like Giga Chad Bat, I'm sorry, I'm just reading Llama's comment, and it's making me laugh. Waifu Sweeper. Waifu Sweeper is coming. And there's a brand new board in Lowland. Sugar Valley is here. Bunch of sweet goodies, candy goodies for you. It actually looks really cool. I actually like this board a lot. We may be giving one out on Gaming Daily. And we actually, if we go to the Gaming Daily website real quick, we've got some game nights tomorrow that I want to put you guys on from Lowland. They're hosting their Lowland game night, 8 a.m. EST in the YGG Play Discord. They're hosting the Giga Chad Bat game night 2 hours later, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the YGG Play Discord. You can go to gamingdaily.gg, get those times localized, go to the Discord. The link is there. They have good giveaways, fun giveaways, prizes, and everything there. We love being partnered with YGG. They're one of the best partners that a crypto gamer could ask for. Huge shout out to Gabby. Huge shout out to Marielle, Yikin, the entire team, and their games. Giga Chad Bat, Lowland, and Waifu Sweeper. you guys are not ready for Waifu Sweeper. It's actually really fun, really addictive, really interesting. It is Minesweeper, but treated like an ARPG. Yeah, let that land for a minute. Imagine playing Minesweeper, but it's like an RPG, and there's strategy and depth. It's super fun. And waifus. What's not to love? I'm not really a waifu guy, but you know, hey, you do you. I can't remember the last time that Gabriel Haynes wore a shirt. He's like one of the first crypto YouTubers I came across in 2020. He's a G, llama. He's a G. He's one of the goats. Guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. We did it. We did the show in an hour. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Legends came through. We had Jerry Singer, Apex from W3 Gamer. We had Jorge from the Gaming Strategist, Terrace, Sunshine, Manic Pixie, Llama. Really great to have all you guys. I appreciate you keeping the chat lively, keeping it going. My name is Icy Gaming. This is the Gaming Daily News. We are here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, recapping what is happening in this crazy, crazy space, trying to, you know, keep the positivity going, trying to keep the excitement going, but also trying to keep you guys informed and up to date with what is happening. Huge shout out to Hype Trip, my guy, my brother. Good to see you, man. I hope that you are well. Keep fighting the good fight, guys. Hope that you are locked in, making every day the most that you can. It's a wild space, but it's also a beautiful space because of you guys who are waking up, living and breathing the space every single day, making it better and playing games and giving energy and giving love. So I appreciate you guys. Stay humble, keep gaming, keep dreaming. And let's take us out with let's see, is it gonna be Marty Supreme or the little the inspirational one? Guys, I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST for the final Gaming Daily News live stream of the week. Until then, take care.
I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Yeah, because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings, my financial overflow, yeah, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
My life is an opera. Look at the Oscars. Look at the groupies. The movies. Look at the
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours